Hi guys, this is a quick recap of what we did in class today. So the first thing is that I posted a clickable calendar for you guys to keep track of the day, the letter day. It has the entire month schedule in here. You can see what days we don't have school, and any day that you click on, it takes you automatically to the schedule for that day. So you can see which classes you have and when, and what asynchronous work you have to do. So that is there if you need it. And then we'll take a look at the Cycle 9 agenda. Today was the first day of Cycle 9. You can skip the attendance form if you were not in class. So we did a PDN on Padlet. Apparently I didn't clear this out for the last class. The assignment is here, and oops. It is to create a post and list a few descriptions that you include in your definition of an American, saying a citizen of the US or someone who lives here does not count. Be as positive or negative as you like. After we talked about the PDN, we got directions and work time for America the Postcard. So I will show you where to find that here at the bottom of Cycle 9 in the Classwork tab. So everything that you need is in a Google Slides file, and I made it so that there's a copy for each of you. So the first slide in the deck is describing the assignment. So imagine you are a new immigrant to America. Design a postcard describing the typical American to your family in your home country who have never been to America. So some things you might include. That means that these are options. It is not an exhaustive list. So if there's something that you want to include that's not on here, that is okay. So some ideas, you could talk about the kind of clothing Americans wear, the kind of social habits they have, so what do they do for fun, or where do they like to go, type of music, whoa, yikes, type of music they listen to, what kind of holidays, events, traditions, etc. are important to them, what kind of gestures, sayings, or greetings do they use, and that can be more generally like, are Americans rude, are they welcoming, how would you describe them? Okay, so the requirements for this are that the text of your postcard is worth the most points. You need to have 3 or more sentences giving your description of Americans. You need to have 1 sentence giving advice to the person you're writing to for what they should do or not do when they come to America. And that text needs to include a mix of positive and negative descriptions. So if your descriptions are positive, then your advice should be negative, and vice versa. If you spend 3 sentences telling me how great Americans are, you need to give a piece of negative advice. The next item you need is a picture. It needs to be a picture of something that makes you think of America. You cannot use the Statue of Liberty because we've discussed that too much in this unit. You have to pick something else. Under that picture, you will write a caption describing what the picture is and explaining why you chose it. And then the last thing you need is a stamp on your postcard. And for that, you're going to pick a picture of a famous person that you think is a great example of an American. So the last 2 slides are the template where you can put all of your work into. There's a space here to insert your picture, space here for your caption, and then lastly, place for your stamp, an address. You can feel free to make up an address. You do not have to write it to a real person. And then over here, the text of your postcard. So that's where you're putting your descriptions and your advice. So once you have slides 3 and 4 filled in, then you are going to turn it in on Classroom. There is both an English copy and a Spanish copy attached. Before you turn it in, please just delete whichever of the files you didn't use. You obviously do not have to do them both. It's the same assignment in 2 different languages. So turn in just the one that you did your work in, and then you are finished for today.